Hey, how's it going, YouTube? Ian here from Budget Gaming, and today I want to do my 360 backlog. So hopefully I can get through this a lot faster than my Xbox backlog and my PS2 and PS3 backlogs. This is definitely not as many games, so it should be manageable. I'll try to get through it pretty fast if I can. But before I start that, I want to give a shout out to whoever got me this Vegeta shirt. I've asked all my friends; they're denying that they got it for me. So whoever did get it for me, thank you. I really appreciate getting things in the mail like surprises and stuff like that. So it's got to be someone that I know because I haven't posted my address on the channel or anything like that. So whoever you are, if you're watching this, I really appreciate it. So let me get started with my first game on my backlog is Samurai Warriors 2. I kind of think this is probably like a Dynasty Warriors type of game. So yeah, this I just picked up not too long ago for I want to say a dollar. I've got it in a pickups video, so you guys probably remember that price. Dungeon Siege 3. This one looks really interesting, but it looks also time consuming. So I don't have that free time anymore. Saints Row. Definitely want to get into this series eventually, so I can play the sequels. Because this one, I guess they were actually kind of trying to be a little serious, and then the sequels just kind of got outrageous. So that's really cool. Sacred 2. So just picked this one up not too long ago. The case is actually in pretty good condition, minus the sticker residue right there, and it comes with a manual, and the game is in amazing condition. So that one I'll eventually have to get to. I've never played the first one. I don't know if the first one is even on console. So hopefully I can eventually look into that. This one I picked up just a few days ago. Shadowrun. So Shadowrun. This I've never seen this before. That's usually a sign that I'm gonna pick it up. If I go out to a pawn shop and I've never seen a game before, definitely gonna pick that up. Fable 2, great game, very time consuming with the Fable series. So that's why that's still on my backlog because I don't get to my 360 as much as I'd like to. This is the game that I'm going through right now, Shadow of the Damned. Very adult oriented, so definitely don't play this around children. I have to make sure my daughter's not around whenever I play games like this. Red Dead Redemption. Loved this game on the PS3. Definitely want to get through it and play it again on the 360. Although I really hate the ending of it. It just gets me in the feels. But yeah, I'll have to get through that. And yeah, poor John. I hope I didn't spoil that for anyone. I mean, that's a very old spoiler. But who knows? Maybe someone has a giant backlog like I do, and they haven't got to Red Dead Redemption yet on either console. Lord of the Rings: Battle for Middle Earth 2. Now I could have sworn that I beat this game, and then I was looking at the list. I've kept like a list of video games that I've beat like ever since like 2007, and yeah, it wasn't on the list. So I maybe just remember renting it and I never finished it. But I usually beat the games that I rented. There was very few times where I wouldn't do that, or I wouldn't beat the games. Just Cause, definitely want to get into this series. Yeah, it looks like I could dump hundreds of hours into this because it's an open world. I love open world games, but I just don't have the time for them like I used to when I was a teenager. Tropico 3. Now I'm a little upset with this one. I spent $3 on it, and yeah, I'm 99% sure that's just the demo disc. So, I really wish I would have caught that in time to return that to GameStop because yeah, sometimes like I'll buy stuff from GameStop and I won't get a chance to test it out to see if it works until a week or 2 weeks later. Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance. So yeah, this one, if you watch Fact Fiend, you'll definitely hear them talking about this game, or you'll see them playing this game. Really cool. I definitely want to get to that. And I'll probably throw up a link to Fact Fiend just because they're a great channel, great content, and you'll learn some stuff that will blow your mind. Final Fantasy 13 2, played through the original on the PS3. I have I think I have just a loose disc on this one on the PS3, but I picked this one up for the 360 because I was trying to collect a little bit for the 360 when I had just gotten out of basic training, going through my advanced individual training, and I bought a 360 used from one of the soldiers who was moving to a new unit. So I was going to like GameStop and just like, hey, like, what do you got for this? And I was picking up anything that looked interesting, and I was kind of putting my PS3 a little bit on the back burner. I still ended up getting a ton more games on the PS3 then, though. Red Faction Guerrilla. Played through this one on the PS3. This one I played through on the PS3, I want to say when I was in AIT. And yeah, I had a lot of fun with this. Taking a sledgehammer and getting to destroy things is great. Diablo 3. So, yeah, Diablo 3, yeah, you can see this is still, in the original seal. So, I'm probably not going to open this now because, I'm pretty sure that this isn't going to be worth much. But, yeah, sometimes sealed games, they really rise in value, 10, 15 years down the line. So that's kind of an investment. I picked that up from like a Goodwill for either $1 or $2, and I'm going to save that as an investment. Forza Motorsport 3. I'm not a car, not a car guy. Minor Kyle, here's a shout out to you. You probably would love playing this game. But yeah, it's just not for me. Crackdown. So I got this right before I was leaving for the army because I own two 360s, and one I got right before I was leaving for the army, and then the other I got while I was in training, in my advanced individual training, and yeah, while I was doing AIT, I just picked up one because I didn't want to have my parents ship out my one from home, so. This one was in my 360 back home. I never got to finishing it before I left for the army, and it's probably going to be a long time before I have a chance to sit down and get to that one. Kengo, Legend of the Nine. So yeah, samurai games I love. I really enjoy samurai games, and this is $3, and it comes with the case and the game. I really love when I can find really good condition games from GameStop like this, because a lot of the times they're beat up and they have cases like this, and I hate these, but sometimes I just have to suffer through it, especially towards the end of the console's life. But this one was one that I wanted to play. This was another one that made me want to buy the 360, and yeah, Dead Rising. So yeah, just the game. Really enjoyed Dead Rising. In fact, so this is actually PS2 case. So I know what I'm gonna do with one of the games I just picked up. I might as well show you guys if I can find it. Yeah. So Way of the Samurai 2, just picked this up. Yeah, you'll see this on a pickups video. But yeah, I'm probably going to swap out the cases because I want this in a PS2 case, and I can print the cover art. So that's what I'm going to do with that, because I've got another copy of Dead Rising. You'll see it. Star Ocean, the last hope. Got this one in AIT from the guy who sold me the 360. That looks like it's going to be a very time-consuming game as well, so that's going to sit on the back shelf for a while. Quantum Theory. I popped this in literally once, played through it. It actually was pretty interesting. I just haven't had a chance to play it. Yeah, just because there's so many games that I've wanted to get to for a while, like really like big games that I want to sit down and play. So unfortunately, sometimes interesting games like that, even though they are interesting, I just can't devote the time to it. Lost Planet Extreme Condition. Yeah, this game was one of the games that made me want to buy the 360 because it was originally an Xbox 360 exclusive, but I didn't have that when it was out. So eventually they came out with this on the PS3, and I rented it right away. And the reason why I wanted it is because you fight these creatures, and to me they kind of remind me of the arachnids from what's Starship Troopers. So Starship Troopers, I saw that as a child, and that had like a profound impact on me. Like that made me want to join the military. That made me, very patriotic, and that also like was a great satire. A lot of people don't understand the satire in that movie, and it just blows me away. Like it completely blows my mind that people can watch that and be like, "Oh, it's pro-fascist." It's like, no, did you not get the satire? It's by the guy who made RoboCop. Come on. But yeah, definitely tried to relive my love of Starship Troopers by playing this game. Just because, yeah, blowing off limbs on spider-like creatures. Yeah, that's definitely in my taste. Assassin's Creed 2. Love this game. Played this up through on the PS3. You guys got to give it a try if you haven't already. It's not like the newer Assassin's Creed games. Those newer ones definitely, they changed it up quite a bit from the original concept. Dark Souls. So this is the Steelbook. It comes with a copy of the game and an art book. So I picked this up over at Media Exchange. I'll leave the address below. And Media Exchange, they were selling this whole Steelbook, collector's edition, or whatever this is. Doesn't say collector's edition on it. They were selling this for the same price as they were selling the loose game. So, yeah, why would I not pick this one up? Warhammer Battle March. I can't tell you anything about this because it doesn't have the cover art, but I do love the Warhammer series. Definitely into that. I remember playing through Fire Warrior on the PS2. Actually, I just picked that up when I was on leave last time, and yeah, put that directly on my shelf because I beat that as a child. And yeah, I had a lot of fun with that game. Like I felt great when I beat that. Velvet Assassin. So this is another sealed one that I'm not going to get to. I'll have to actually find the an opened copy because yeah, I don't like opening sealed games anymore. I know if you watch Radical Reggie, he does this thing called Breaking the Seal, and he will open up sealed games like that. And everyone's got their own thing. If that's what you're into, by all means. But yeah, the price usually goes up on these sealed games. Like I got a copy of Onimusha 3 sealed. I bought it for $5 because I thought it was just the unopened one, and then the Goodwill ended up sending me the sealed copy. I looked up how much the sealed copy was, and that $5 game was valued at like $45 at the very least. So, a lot of the times like that's an investment, and I'm big into budgeting and investing as well. So yeah, when I get an older sealed game, that's when that investing side comes in, because I collect games, but I also sell them, and I try to invest and buy games that I know are going to increase in value. Fable 3. So Fable 3 was another one in the Fable series. Just like number 2, it's too long for me to really get invested in right now at this point in my life. When I get out of the army, I should have more free time, and then a lot of these backlog videos are going to get a lot shorter. Dishonored, played through this on the either the PS3 or PS4. Definitely fun, but it's not my type of game because I play through chaotically, and if you play through chaotically and you kill a whole bunch of people, it gets a lot harder at the end. Yeah. Dead Rising, this one is the Platinum Hits. So as you can see, this is in a lot better condition than the first Dead Rising copy that I bought. So this one actually includes the manual inside, and it's got the cover art. Let's see. Magna Carta 2. Um, for some reason, I feel like this is like a real time strategy. In fact, on the back it does say that it has a real time strategy mechanic. Um, yeah, I mean, I love the artistic style of this game. It looks really great. Big into fantasy myself. I just got to find out if they have Magna Carta on the 360 as well. Two Worlds 2. So I played through the original Two Worlds, and I rushed through that. Now there's a way to beat that on the computer. You can play like through like in like 2 or 3 minutes. On the 360, unfortunately, you don't have that option. But there's a lot of exploits that you can go around a lot of things and skip out tons of the story. Um, and then just I just got to the end boss. And then there's also ways that you can like uh, cheat and give yourself like incredible stats. So I'm not gonna lie, I do cheat a lot on some games, especially games like Two Worlds. I love Oblivion. That's something that I will play through legit. Two Worlds just kind of seemed like a really cheap knockoff. So I'm not gonna play through legit. With the amount of games that I have, I mean, if you want to say that I'm not a gamer because I'll use a Game Shark, or I'll use a console command on a 360 to boost my stats or whatever. I mean, that's fine. But I'm not cheating on multiplayer games. So the only real person that I'm cheating is me. Cheating myself out of the experience of Two Worlds, going through that legit. And you know what? I'm perfectly fine with cheating myself from that. Record of Agarist War 0. I have 2 copies of this. Um, Looks really interesting. And then I actually have Record of Agarist War. I hope I'm saying that right. I don't know if I am or not. But yeah, these are great. I picked those up for really cheap. And then this one, I mean, it's 2 discs. One's with the soundtrack. So this is the soundtrack, and you can see like this definitely a little adult themed with her bending over and with her in her towel. So yeah, that is Record of Agarist War and Record of Agarist War 0. Really hope I'm saying that right. UFC 2009 Undisputed. Yeah, got this with my 360 and AIT. Lost Odyssey. Definitely want to get to this, but it looks very time consuming. So I'm not going to put that in yet. Maybe when I get out of the Army in April. Hour of Victory. I do really enjoy like World War II first person shooters and stuff like that. So yeah, definitely want to get to this. Perfect Dark 0. You guys saw the pickup on this. I picked this up really cheap as well. And yeah, I eventually want to get to that because I've heard a lot of great things about that game. The Tales of series, Tales of Vesperia. So yeah, this is the second Tales of game that I got. I just recently picked up Tales of Symphonia for the GameCube. Unfortunately, that came in a case that didn't have this plastic front, so it's just a plain case. One of these days, I have to see if there's a way to repair that. Because if there is, that would be really cool. Because that would help me, a lot. Especially because that's a 2-disc GameCube game. So the cases are really unique. You can't just use any GameCube case. Onichibara Bikini Samurai Squad. So this is the last one on my 360 backlog. This is probably going to be more sooner than later, just because this is pretty ridiculous. I played through Onichibara. I hope I'm saying that right as well. Played through the PS4 version, and then I think they have like this on the PS2, like in Japan. I think there's like it's like a simple 2000 series or something like that. And I think they have a lot of those type of games. And I've been meaning to get more into Japanese imports recently, especially on the PS2. On the 360, I don't know if there's a lot of Japanese imports. I think most most exclusives came out here. There might be like one or two Z's that are exclusive for Japan, but that is my 360 backlog. I really appreciate you guys watching, sticking through all the way to the end. If you did stick all the way through the end, let me know if you have any of these or if you want any of these in your gaming collection. Let me know what you think I'm missing out on. And who knows, that it might be on my shelf one of these days. I have to get to my shelf video, but I really want to clean up my game room and make it look pretty presentable before I put that on YouTube. Because right now I'm kind of in the process of moving, preparing to get out of Texas, get out of Fort Bliss, and move on and do my own thing. So yeah, like moving has definitely been my priority right now. But thank you again for watching. Take care. Bye bye.